All right, today we're going to dive into the science of, well, us, and pretty much everything else that's alive, for that matter. We're going to explore the amazing world of biology, which is kind of like the invisible instruction manual for our entire planet. So let me start with a question for you. What do you think connects a microbe, something so small you can't even see it, to a massive blue whale, the biggest animal on Earth, and then connects both of them directly to you? The answer to that is the key to understanding, well, just about everything. And that connection, of course, is biology. So for our first section, let's get a really clear idea of what this huge field of study is all about. Okay, so at its core, the textbook definition is that biology is the science of life. Simple, right? But simple really doesn't do it justice. We're talking about a mind-boggling range of things, from the bacteria living on your skin right now to those ancient towering redwood trees. But wait, it goes even deeper than that. See, biology isn't just about studying living things by themselves. It's also about how all those living things interact with the non-living world. I mean, think about a forest, right? The trees are alive, sure, but they can't exist without the soil, the rain, the sunlight. That whole interconnected system, that's what biology explores. So when you really put it all together, you realize biologists are trying to answer some of the biggest questions imaginable. I mean, where did life even come from? How does a single cell grow into a complex person? How do entire ecosystems work? And maybe the most important one of all, what does it take to keep this whole delicate web of life going? Okay, so we've covered what biology is, but that brings us to the next logical question. Why does it actually matter? Why should you care? Well, as we're about to see, it matters a whole lot. Here's the most important thing to get. Biology is not just a subject in a textbook. It's a powerful toolkit. The knowledge we get from it is literally what we use to solve some of the most difficult and urgent problems that we face as a planet. And this is where it all becomes real, We're talking about everything from creating crops that can survive a drought to fight hunger, to using special microbes to clean up a terrible oil spill. It's how we understand a virus well enough to design a vaccine to stop it in its tracks. All of that's biology in action. Now, all of this might sound huge and global, but studying biology can have a really direct impact on you personally. So let's bring it back home and talk about what this field could mean for your future. Of course, when you think about careers in biology, things like being a doctor or a vet probably jump to mind first. And they're great. But a biology background opens up so many other doors you might not have thought of. From creating new types of plants in horticulture to being a research scientist on the brink of the next big discovery. But here's something really crucial. Even if you never end up working in a lab, the way a biologist thinks, it's like a superpower. It teaches you to really observe the world, to spot patterns that other people miss, to record what you see without bias, and then to analyze all that information to make smart, evidence-based decisions. These aren't just science skills, they are absolutely essential life skills. Okay, let's bring this even closer to home, because once you start looking for it, you'll see that biology is working all around you, all the time, in your daily life. It's literally everywhere. I mean, just think about your day so far. The bread you might have had for breakfast, the yeast that made it rise, is biology. That antibiotic you took to fight off an infection, pure biology. Even when you watch a crime show and they solve the case with a single strand of hair, that's DNA fingerprinting, a direct result of biological research. It's the invisible science that really shapes our entire modern world. So let's zoom back out one last time, because biology doesn't just shape our individual lives, it's also this incredibly powerful force that can bring entire countries together to work for the common good. And this kind of global impact, it often starts really small. Just picture a single lab somewhere in Kenya, where a team of researchers is carefully studying the local strain of a virus. And then picture how that one specific local discovery can ripple outwards, providing the exact data that world leaders need to finally sign a global treaty in a place like Kyoto to protect our planet. You see, there's a direct line from the microscope to major international policy. And this isn't some science fiction idea. It's happening right now. We've seen scientists in Kenya and the UK collaborate to create an HIV/AIDS vaccine. We've seen the entire world mobilize against diseases like SARS. When countries sign treaties like the Kyoto Protocol to fight climate change, or the CITES Treaty to protect endangered animals, they're all speaking the same language, and that language is biology. So, at the end of the day, biology gives us the tools to understand the world as it is right now. The real question, the one I want to leave you with, is this: how will you use that powerful knowledge to help shape the world of tomorrow?